Hey there. Did you sleep well? I came in about 5 minutes ago. I saw you sleeping there, and I figured, well, maybe I'll just sit down and stare out the window for a bit until you wake up. Yeah, I could have been really creepy and just been sitting here watching you. But there's a couple of birds out here I've just been watching hop around the parking lot. Yeah. Well, how are you doing? Well, I got your text a few hours ago, but I was stuck at work, so I'm sorry to hear that. Well, that can happen. And the best thing to do is watch out for your health. No, they'll understand at work. They're not gonna fire you. No. You have sick days anyways. I'm sure they're not even gonna count this as one since you're new and this is your first time missing work. And plus you have a legitimate reason. You were in the hospital. Absolutely. Well, like I said, I've been there for about 6 years, and I've never seen them just let someone go from going to the hospital. Well, for starters, me. A few years ago, I spent so much time in and out of the hospital. Yeah, this same very one. I've probably been in this room before. In fact, pretty sure I've been in this room. Then again, all the rooms kind of look the same. Unless you get the ones on the other side of the hall, because then the beds face the opposite direction. No, really, I had a lot of health problems there a few years ago. No, I'm doing fine now. Have they checked you out yet, or? Okay. Well, if it was really something to be super concerned about, they would have had the doctor down here already. And just be glad they got you out of the emergency room. Absolutely, you run a risk of getting sick down there. Yeah, here you don't have to worry about possibly getting sick. And you can relax and watch TV. You actually have a room where you don't have someone else in here. Trust me, that sucks. Fighting over the TV? You don't really fight over it because you're both in the hospital. It always seems like the other person has decided that the TV privileges are for them. Yeah. Well, there's kind of a placebo effect when you go to the hospital. You start to feel better for a little bit, even if your body's not doing better. And you kind of want to just lay back and relax and watch TV, especially before the beds start to really annoy you. The first few hours are comfortable. Obviously. You've been asleep for a little while, they told me out there. Well, they let me know that you were asleep and that I probably shouldn't bother you. But, I just kind of assumed since you were asleep for so long, you'd probably wake up soon, and I came all this way. Have you let anybody else know? Because, from the sound of your text, you really made it seem like you've only let me know. And I would really hate for you to be here with no one else that you know around and have to go through this by yourself. Oh, I wasn't trying to make it sound serious. Well, it was just the palpitations, right? How long were you having them? Since yesterday? Now, if I recall correctly, yesterday you were drinking coffee and Red Bulls every time I saw you at work. Yeah, every single time. All that caffeine, it'll cause you to have palpitations. Yeah, but your doctor, has he done the scan thing? Yeah, the echo of your heart. Well, that's not your fault. Life gets in the way of everyone getting things they need to get done. Yeah, well, listen, if you just request, I tell you what, I'll switch out one of my days with you so you can have a weekday off. Okay, and then that way you can come and have your... Oh. So in the morning? Is that why they're holding you tonight? Okay, so they're gonna monitor you all night. And then in the morning, when the doctor comes in and opens up his office upstairs, they're gonna do the echo then. Well, that sounds good. You're not even supposed to work tomorrow anyways. Well, if someone needs... I don't work tomorrow either. So if someone has to call in, I'll tell you what, they can call me in. It's a fudge brownie cappuccino. That's good. But with your heart acting up, I'm not letting you have a sip. Oh, it is good. It has salted caramel in it. It's delicious. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel a lot better. And then you're going to find out that the heart monitor didn't detect anything dangerous all day today and all tonight. And then when they do the echo and you get the results, you're going to find out that there's absolutely nothing wrong with your heart. Well, doctors can be wrong. Absolutely. What do you call a doctor who graduated at bottom of his class? Doctor. You could have just had a doctor that isn't worth his salt. Well, that sounds good that he was sending you to have a test done. And he didn't say that there was anything wrong? He was just worried that something might be wrong. Okay, that's all. He just wants to rule that out. And thanks to the medical that you have from work, you don't have to worry about it. It's starting to rain out there and those birds aren't going to like it. Like I said, everything's going to be fine, sweetie. Absolutely. Is that why you came to the emergency room? Because you haven't had the echo done yet and you were scared It's perfectly reasonable. It is. Listen, when someone tells you there might be something wrong with one of your major organs, you're gonna be a little scared. Absolutely. See, I'm even getting a palpitation right now. I mean, 44 ounces of cappuccino. I've drank most of it. How much sleep did you get night before last? Not that much? Okay. I get heart palpitations when I have very little sleep. I also get very confused and tongue-tied and grumpy. But the palpitations, you have so many reasons why you probably had those palpitations, and they all equate to being next to nothing, so don't worry. Werewolf Parkinson, what? So the cardiologist that you saw here told you you might have something? Well, have you thought about getting a second opinion? I mean, if he's telling you that you might have something wrong before even doing a test. Well, exactly. Like I said, he might not be that smart. I tell you what, I was on Facebook the other night, and I saw this thing about this teenage girl who went to 10 doctors who misdiagnosed her. Well, I don't know how it went out. I just read the headline. Well, I would assume that the 11th doctor, figured out what was wrong, or else they wouldn't really have an article. Well, that would be kind of dark if she died. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry about that. No, I'm not hungry. I just drank a little weird. Here, have you a sniff of it? Smells delicious, doesn't it? Sorry. Yeah, it tastes delicious. No, you can't have any. I am drinking this against my own best judgment. Absolutely. Man, that rain is really coming down. This air conditioner unit next to me is just making it sound like it's raining inside the room. The birds? No. Oh, there's one up on the ledge right here. Oh, he's so worried about the rain. He keeps shaking his little head. Oh, it's so cute. Well, I don't know. I assume it's a boy. I mean, it's a robin redbreast. Are they like cardinals? You know how cardinals, the males are brighter and the females are darker colors? I don't know. I don't That's pretty much my extent of bird knowledge. I was hoping that you would actually know. I just assumed. I mean, he's got a really bright chest. Well, everyone at work was worried about you today. Yeah. Well, when you work in an enclosed space like that, people hear that someone's in the hospital, and before you know it, there are rumors all over the place about what happened. Well, I heard you fell off your roof last night because you decided to work on a satellite in the middle of the night, which isn't very smart, by the way, if you ever want to do that, because it was raining last night, and the lightning was pretty bad. So whoever came up with that one must not think much about you. I'm sorry. I mean, you are new in town and new at work, so people are going to be a little judgmental about you and make up stuff. I heard that you were in a car accident. I heard that you were out riding a bike, again, in the rain apparently, and you hurt yourself while riding your bike. Why didn't I know that? Well, if I would have known that you rode bikes, I would come with you if you would want me to. I need an excuse to get mine out. I gotta lose some of this weight. I just don't like riding bikes because it's boring a lot of the times around here. And maybe with somebody else, maybe it'll be fun. Well, I hope so. We'll have to do it. Absolutely. You still look so worried. Listen, it's gonna be alright. We will get to riding bikes together. Your life isn't ending here. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna wake up in the morning, if you get any sleep tonight, because you slept apparently ever since you got here. And you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna find out the heart monitor found nothing weird. And then you're gonna have your echo done. And they're gonna find out everything is working perfectly. Telling you, it was all the caffeine from yesterday and the very little sleep. Absolutely. They haven't fed you? Well, what is today? Oh, that's corn dogs and mac. Oh, I love their mac and cheese here. Oh, yeah. And the corn dogs aren't half bad either. Like I said, I spent a long time here a few years ago. I'll have to tell you about it later. Yes. I promise you, I'll tell you all about it at a later date. Right now, you need to focus on getting yourself feeling better. And the first step of feeling better is to remember, you are better. You're not, until you know definitively that something's wrong, might as well not think that anything is wrong. I'm speaking from experience. Okay? When I came here a few years ago, it was almost the same circumstances as you are in. And I stayed worried the entire time. And every time I had a test done, I stayed worried that the test was wrong. I had people telling me I wouldn't live. People who weren't doctors telling me I wasn't going to live past a year. Doctors telling me that there was nothing wrong with me. It was all in my head. Most of it. And you just gotta fight that. It's natural. I promise it's natural to worry. Listen, you can't be upset with yourself because you haven't had the test done yet. Life gets in the way of life. Work and obligations to friends and family. I mean, I'm sure you're calling your family every night, at least once a week. And that's taking up a lot of your time. Exactly, with that time difference. See? I think you're starting to understand. You can't blame yourself for this. You were just scared. You were just worried. You had some crackpot doctor suggest that something might be wrong and gave you a specific thing that might be wrong. And it just set off alarms in your mind. It's natural. It is human. Sweetie, I promise you, if anything turns out to be wrong with you, I'm going to take you out to dinner. Oh, you want one of these? Yeah, I'll take you to get one of these. They're delicious. And look, I got you something from the gift shop. You don't have to close your eyes because it's nothing. Yeah, the gift shop had nothing in it. They're remodeling it. And nothing's down there. There's someone working. I asked for a bag just for the joke. No, it's not wasteful. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this bag out in my car. And I'm going to keep putting garbage in it until it's filled up. And then I'm going to throw it out. I understand that's not exactly recycling, but I am reusing it. I promise you, you're gonna feel better by the morning. Heck, you're gonna feel better probably by the time I leave, because you're just gonna be so glad I'm not here gabbing your ear off. You're gonna flip on that TV, and you're going to watch you some cartoons or whatever it is that you watch in the hospital. I always watch cartoons. That's how I got caught up on Adventure Time and what is that other one I really like with the Blue Jay? The Blue Jay and the Raccoon. That, really? Regular show? Yeah, you're right. I don't know how I forgot that. My mind's not here. I've had too much caffeine and I'm tired. Well, I didn't sleep very well either last night. It's just been too hot to sleep at night. Well, that's why I'm drinking a big old cappuccino. And that's probably why you were drinking all that coffee and Red Bull. I promise You're gonna be fine. So you watch regular show? You don't watch Adventure Time? See? I can see it in your eyes. You believe me now. That's why you changed the subject. Exactly. And you know what? Don't feel silly for being here. It's better to get things ruled out than later on down the road find out it's something and then be scared with legitimate reasons to be scared. Not, you have legitimate reasons. You had some a-hole of a doctor tell you that he knew what was wrong without even doing any tests. Well, I hope he's better at doing the test. Besides, I'm sure he's not even actually going to do it. I'm sure he's going to get a technician to do it. Honey, those things are relaxing. I've had 6 of them done. Fell asleep every single time. You know how odd it is to be shirtless and fall asleep in a room that's dark with a stranger rubbing you with a wand, as they call it, and putting warm gelatin on you? Well, not really gelatin. It's more like a heated goop. It's so it can slide across your skin. It's like a lubricant, I guess. No, it's not like a chemical heating. I think they keep it in a thing that keeps it warm. It's relaxing though. Oh man, it is. You're making me want to get admitted to the hospital and have one done. Maybe that's how I can get some sleep. Especially since they keep this place so daggone cool. Yeah, you're right. That would be ridiculous if I got admitted to the hospital just so I could fall asleep in a room with a stranger. Well, I'll tell you what. I gotta get going. I gotta pick up some stuff for the house. You need anything, you know how to text me. Do you need me to get you anything while I'm over this way? Are you sure? Okay. Well, if you need anything, it just takes me about 30 minutes to get back over here from home. As soon as you send me a text, tell me what you need, I'll go pick it up and I'll bring it to you. If they don't want you driving yourself home tomorrow, just call me. I'll come pick you up and I'll bring someone to get your car and they'll just follow us. Don't worry about it. Hey, that's what friends are for. Yeah. All right. You get you some rest, okay? Okay, you're gonna watch you some cartoons. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like someone after my own heart. All right. I'll see you later.